Hey everyone, thanks a lot for joining the session. First of all, can everyone hear me well? Just maybe just give a thumbs up. So nobody can hear me? All right, Ajit says yes. All right, thanks for joining, guys. And thanks a lot to Pivot team and Shantanu for organizing this. My name is Ankit, and I am the founder of Big Bang AI, which is an AI agency, AI automation agency. We help different businesses automate their workflows that I'll be explaining soon. And I will help you learn the same skill. And without further ado, let me just share my screen and let's get started with it. Uh, cool. Can you all see my screen?
That's informative. Yes, we can see. Ankit.
Sure. So today's session is about building a personal assistant agent on Telegram. Now, what it is, I'll explain. So personal assistant is, it's just like you speak something and it does the work for you. It's a very simplistic definition, but in this session, we'll dive deep into what it actually is, how is it different from the other AI assistants like the LLMs we have and the other automations that we have. And before we start that, sorry, before we start that, so it's quickly, it's about us. We are Big Bang AI. We power growth with our AI automation systems. As I said, we help companies grow revenue, reduce cost, and streamline their operations using AI. And our services include AI-powered automation, like I said earlier. Then we also provide corporate trainings in AI to different companies, and we also provide one-on-one consulting regarding AI to founders and businesses and executives. And these are the different areas where we provide automations. We create sales systems that can help you generate leads and close them using AI. We create marketing systems, project management, which helps in internal processes. We help you automate finance systems, that is payroll, etc. Then recruitment systems, we build systems that help you hiring, that makes it easier, managing all the data of the candidates and so on. And finally, content generators, content like generating blogs or generating scripts for YouTube videos and so on. So we provide all these automations. This is my LinkedIn. If you have any queries, you can share, you can connect with me here and you can share your questions and doubts, and I would be happy to answer that. I always reply to everyone on my LinkedIn. So you can connect with me here and you can ask me any questions that you have. Then, this is the recap of the last session. I'll just briefly give you a summary of what we discussed, I think last to last week in our first session. So this session is going to be completely different, but I'll still revise a few terms and technologies that we discussed. So last time we discussed automation. What is automation? What are AI assistants? What is AI automation? And what are AI agents? And what is AI agent automation? So all these terms are related, but they are different. So first we discussed automation and we used make.com. So with make.com is a tool where we can drag and drop applications and we can connect them into a workflow. So we auto save tickets that we got in our email, tickets as in feedback tickets, and we added them to a Google Sheet, just like this. So this is a screenshot of make.com's canvas. So here you can drag and drop different applications. This is a very simple automation where we are using just two applications, that is Gmail and Excel. We saw that we fetched all the emails that had ticket in their subject, and we added the details about those in a Google Sheet. So if you want to look at these, you can go to Pivot's YouTube channel, and there you can find this video about how we created this. Then after automation, we discussed some more examples of what kind of automations we can create. These were specifically, dedicated to Web3 and tech firms. For example, we can create weekly newsletters and top tweets and announcements. We can send them weekly. We can do Telegram bot to capture community feedback and so on. You can just read all this. And I also explain it in a little more detail in that video. So you can just refer to that video. Then Secondly, we discussed AI assistants. So AI assistants is all the LLMs that you're using, for example, to generate text using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, etc. We can create images using GPT-4o, Midjourney, Flex, and many more tools. Videos are being created by Google's VO tool, Kling, Runway, Luma Labs, and audio for audio we have Suno, 11 Labs. We also have Diffusion. So there are different tools to generate all these things like text, images, and so on. So we have discussed automation, we have discussed AI assistants. And when we marry these two, when we put AI tools into automation, it's called AI automation. So for example, we created a flow where we try to auto-generate LinkedIn posts from news articles. And this is how it looked like. So this is again make.com, where we have connected a few applications, and we have also connected AI here, which is ChatGPT. So now it's called an AI automation because an AI LLM is involved. So what we did here was we took an article, like randomly any article on web of your choice, and if you want to create a LinkedIn post about it, we just pasted that link on Google Sheet. Then this scrape tool, what it does, it scrapes all the content of that website. Then it gives it to ChatGPT, which creates a post, a LinkedIn post using that content. And finally, it updates on the same Excel sheet where we pasted the link. And if we want, we can also connect it directly to LinkedIn so that it can auto post. But we advise that rather than auto posting, we can just copy paste from this Excel sheet and then paste it manually in case you want to revise something and so on. So this is AI automation. Then we took a few more examples like turning Twitter Space recordings into blog posts, auto-generating daily token market report, and so on. Again, you can read all the use cases here. Then we discussed AI agents. Now we discussed what is the difference between AI automation and AI agents. So these are the five major aspects of an agent. So we saw in this earlier, this particular automation where it's not just asking a ChatGPT to take some questions, it's also posting it automatically on Google Sheet and LinkedIn. So does it make it an agent? The answer is no, because out of these five things, it matches the three criteria that it is generative. Yes, ChatGPT is generating a LinkedIn post. It can execute actions. Yes, it can post for you on Excel sheet, LinkedIn, etc. It can do multiple tasks, but it cannot take decisions. It's following a flow. So if we look at it again, there's like a flow. It's just following our instructions. So that is not something that agent is more, flexible. It can take decisions for you and it can communicate to and fro rather than just following a series of commands. It communicates to and fro, takes decisions, and does all the work for you. And we look at the examples. For example, Manus AI is an agent. OpenAI's operator is an agent. You can explore these tools further. Then we included an agent into an AI automation. We didn't build it from scratch, but we just had a look at it. So we using make.com also, like I showed last time, how to create a personal assistant on Telegram. And this is what it looked like. So as you can see, we have an agent here, and this agent is connected to our email, Telegram, calendar, and so on. And if we can we can ask it to just simply send an email to someone or book our calendar or anything. We can connect it to LinkedIn or Twitter and ask it to create a post for us and post it, so it can do everything. So we created this in make.com, but make.com right now agent is a little complicated to make. So what we'll do is today we will create a similar assistant on n8n. So last time we didn't discuss how to create it, but today I will show you from scratch how we build it. And if you want to have a look at it, this is something how it looks like. So this is n8n, just like make.com, it has the canvas. And here we can drag and drop different applications. So this is Telegram, and this is an agent to which we have connected OpenAI's like ChatGPT. It has access to our email, our calendar, and so on. It can create events for us. It can check our calendars and tell us if we have a free slot on a particular time on a particular day. It can also send emails for us. And if we want, we can connect more tools. Like we can add as many tools to it as we want. So this is something that we will be building today. I will show a quick demo of how it works. And what we'll do is like how will we tell this agent what to do? So we have connected it to Telegram. And now on Telegram, how will we, where we will add the text? Would we randomly message any friend. No, we need to message a bot. So we have created a bot on Telegram, which is like we are calling it Big Bang TG Personal Assistant. And here, if we tell it whatever we tell it, it will do for us. So rather than typing, I'll just click on this microphone icon and I will tell it to do something. So for example, do I have any meetings in the week starting 28th April 2025? So I have given it a command. It is connected to our agent. It will, ask it and it will let us know if we have any meetings. Yes, so it has told me that these are the meetings that I have on, on this, in the week starting April 28th. So if you want to see, yes, these are the meetings that I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So it has told me now I can say, ask it to book a meeting for me. Can you book a 1 hour slot on 30th April, 1 p.m.? So it will automatically, so it says that I have successfully booked a 1 hour slot. We can in fact check it in our calendar. Yes, we can see at 1 p.m. Now I have a 1 hour slot already booked. Like we can train it further to, add a title to the meeting, add more people. And I can ask it to mail somebody like, can you email Ankit that I won't be able to attend a meeting with him at this time? So it will send a meeting to my professional ID, like from my personal ID. So it has emailed. Let us check. This is my email. Sorry, this is my email. And I will get a message shortly here. Yes, so it has sent me that unable to attend meeting. Hi Ankit, I hope this message finds you well. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend. So we can like train it further to write our name here. So this is just raw thing that I've created. So we can train it further. So this is the kind of system we'll be creating, not just telling, like we can also write something. Do we have any meeting on 28th April 2025? And it will just tell me, yes, you have a meeting, which is on 20th April, which is 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So this is, we can ask it to do anything. We can connect it to our social media. We can connect it to different websites. If we want to scrape any data, we want to add something to the website, we can connect it to anything. Like if we have any API, we can connect it to book something for us, to schedule something or for us, so anything. So we'll keep it simple. So that's why we have today, we'll be connecting like with 3 tools for email and getting the items from calendar and creating events from calendar, right? So any questions till now? Is the expectation clear what we will do in the session? Are the terminologies clear that I explained regarding AI agent, automation, etc.? If there are any questions, you can ask in the chat. I think we have 2 questions. No, we don't have any questions yet. If there's no question, we can start building it right away.
There's a question which came from Gopal Krish. It says, N8N tool is
Yes.
free. Is it free or not?
Yeah, so N8N is free for first 2 weeks, and then it is paid, after which it is paid. Make.com is free for like 1,000 operations per month. If you're consuming more than 1,000 operations, you'll have to pay. But like if you're a beginner, it is enough for you. But N8N is paid for first 2 weeks, it is free, and then it is paid. But like if you are, of course, if you're using it to create any automations and sell it to someone, so that costing is worth it. Like you can, if you're doing it professionally, you can, you can earn a lot using it. And for example, $20 something is a small amount in front of that. So, and if you want to do it for your company, of course, it will help you. Maybe you can use company's credentials and so on. So it really depends. And same thing you can also build on make.com if you want to make it for free, of course. But if you're doing something on scale, even in make.com, you'll need a subscription. So for learning, yes, for first 2 weeks, it's free. Maybe if you want a little more time to learn, So you can use 2 or 3 different email IDs, and like 1.5 month you can learn it, and then you can take a decision when you whether you want to work with it further or not. Any other question?
Yeah, Ankit, there's a question from Mo Ahuja. What
Yeah.
says, can we automate Slack and WhatsApp as well
Yes,
using N8N?
we can automate every or for make.com of sure. Even for N8N, let me show here. What's sorry. So we have WhatsApp business tool here. So if we have WhatsApp business, we can include it. And we must be having Slack as well. Yes, we have Slack as well. So comparatively, make.com has more tools as compared to N8N, but all the popular tools are covered in N8N. And even if something is not available, we can use their APIs to connect with them. So we can connect anything with N8N and make.com. Is it used for number of API calls or only for, yeah. So there's one difference between make.com and N8N. In make.com, you are charged for every operation. So for example, if there's a workflow, we have like 6 different apps, and workflow uses 6 apps, it will cost you 6 operations. So make.com charges you for each operation, right? And in the basic tier, 10,000 operations are allowed. And N8N doesn't charge you for each operation, it charges you for each execution. So if I execute it once, 1 credit is consumed. Doesn't matter how many modules are here, how many apps are there, it doesn't matter. It will charge 1 credit for one execution, but in its basic tier, it will give you 2,500 executions. So 10,000 operations in make.com, basic tier, and 25 executions in N8N, which I think N8N is better because usually we use more than 4 operation in each execution. So N8N is better in that sense. By the way, those who are asking that whether N8N is free or paid, you can also host it on your own server. So then it is completely free. You can use as much as you want. So you can easily find a YouTube tutorial how to host it on your computer and your server, and you can use it for free forever. It's a little, a little bit of a task doing it as a beginner, but maybe you can just try it for 14 days on the cloud. Then if you like it, you can host it on your own and use it for free later. Any other question before we begin?
No, not yet. No.
Somebody asked which one is better, make.com or N8N. I would suggest that if you're creating simple automations, make.com is much better. It's much more visually appealing, and it's better for beginners because the learning curve is not that steep. Uh, N8N is comparatively difficult for learning, but the agent, if you're using an agent, N8N is best. Make.com's agent is not that mature yet. So if you want to use an agent where you're talking to and fro with an agent and it can do tasks for you, so for that, N8N is better. So let's start. What we'll do is we'll just recreate this entire thing. We will create a new workflow here. So if you're not familiar with N8N, once you log in, you will see something like this, the dashboard. You might not see these automations that I've already created. This will be empty for you. But to create your first workflow, you press here, create workflow. And then you will see a blank screen here like this, right? So what is the first step? We want our agent to be connected to Telegram. So we will click here. And so this is a trigger. So the first step is always a trigger. What is the trigger? The trigger is whenever you text it on Telegram or whenever you speak on Telegram, it will take that message and it will give it to the agent. So we will start Telegram here. In Telegram, you will need on message. So whenever you give it a message, it will trigger. So it will open like this. So now you want to create a connection. So as I said, the bot where I was giving instruction, you want to create it. So this is the bot that I was using earlier. This one, sorry. So this is the bot that I was using earlier, this one. And we will create a new bot. we won't use the same bot. So how do we create a new bot like this in Telegram? So simple, you just go to search bar and type @bot father. This one, right? This one you have to open bot father. I will show the username @bot father. Once this opens, you click on start like this. It will give you different options. We want to create a new bot. You can either type it here or we can just click directly here, new bot. Now it's asking, okay, how are you going to call it? What is the name? So we can give it any name. We can call it Pivot Personal Assistant, right? This is the name. Now it wants us to give a username. So username, like for example, the name is botfather, but the username is @botfather. So you want to give it a username, but it should end with bot like this, a BOT. So we'll give it pivot PA underscore bot. This will be the username. So this is the bot that is created. Now it's saying that, I can use this bot using this link, and this is the API. So if I want to connect this with N8N or make.com, this is the API that I have to use. So I'll copy this. And meanwhile, I'll also open this bot. This is our bot, right? And even anybody can use it. If I give you the link, you can just search for this @period. You can also use it, or you can create your own, right? So I will go here. I want to create a new connection. So I'll click here. I will put the access token here, and I can name it. I will name it, say, Pivot Personal Assistant, right? So this is how we have created a connection. So now our N8N workflow is connected to this bot, right? And trigger on message. That's it, right? So this is now we have one module in our scenario or whatever workflow, and now we want to test it. If we want to test it, we'll manually click on test workflow first. It is waiting for the trigger event. So we will go to this bot. We'll press start. We will say hello there. Now it has got it and it has worked. If we open it, we could just double click on it, and it shows that it's a bot command. Okay, I'll just run this again because we first clicked started. Now it will show us hello there text. So you remember first I clicked start, so it took it first. Then I pressed hello there. So it has taken this, right? I will try like this once again. Test workflow. How are you? Right? So it has caught it. You open it. It says, how are you? So on the right side, it will show all the details, the message ID, the name of the person, the username, and so on, the chat ID and everything. So we now know that our N8N workflow is connected to our Telegram bot, and it is working. Now we want to do further things on it. We want to connect an agent to it. We want to give back replies, right? So now what we do it, once we have received the message on Telegram, we will give it to the agent. So that agent will either click the plus here or click here. So we'll just click here and we will search for agent. So AI agent, this AI agent we want. So this will come like this, right? So there's an agent, it has a chat model attached with it, a memory, and the tools we can attach. So I'll show what to do here. Now, source for prompt. What is the prompt that this agent will be getting? So it's not like the default chat trigger. We want the Telegram's prompt. So as I said earlier, on the right side, you will see the output of running this particular module, which is the AI agent. And left side, you will see the previous module. So in the previous, we have just one Telegram trigger. And you can see all the outputs that we are getting there. Like this is the text and so on. So we want this text, which says, how are you, as the prompt. So we will say define below. We want to use our own reference data from the previous node. So the previous node is Telegram. So we will use define below. And the prompt is this one. So we'll just simply click on it and drag it here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are ready. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think the power went off for a brief, so I thought that internet might not be working. So yeah, this is how you drag and drop. So it will show like this was the last result, this was the last prompt. So this is how it works. Simply, I'll just show it again. Just open it, click define below because we'll define our own space from where we are getting the prompt. And from the Telegram trigger, just drag and drop this text here. So it will show something like this. And now this is connected. If we want to check it, let's save it first. And if you want to check it, let's see what it is showing. Yeah, it's saying no, not connected because let's try this once first. Test workflow. Who are you? Right, so it's done, but it won't show anything because we haven't connected to chat model. We click on it again. Just a second. Yeah. So we need to connect it to a chat model because right now it's not, if we ask it something, it can't give us any answer. So we need to connect it to chat model. So the chat model is, we'll use ChatGPT, OpenAI's chat model. We can use Claude, Gemini, anything. So here I am using ChatGPT. Now it's connected. Now I can either use the anything free OpenAI API credits. It's free, right? It's free to create. Or I can create my own. I have created my own account. How we do is just go to playground, and here go to dashboard. And in API keys, you go here and you can create an API key, maybe add like $4 or $5 here, and you can start playing with it. Right. So here I am connecting my own thing. So here you can use the N8N free API credits, but if you choose the N8N free API credits, you have limited models. For example, it's using ChatGPT 4.0 mini. But if I want to use GPT 4.1, I need to use my own. Although this is also good, like this is pretty good. But if you want more options, you can use your own. So I'm using this GPT 4.1. Right? And that's how it is connected. Now it is connected. So that error message is gone because now AI agent is connected to OpenAI chat model, right? So now I will ask, tell me about yourself. So you can see it's working. And now it has already, it will give you an, so it will not give an answer here because it is not connected. The output is not connected to Telegram, but you can open it and you can see the output here. I'm ChatGPT, an AI language model, and so on. This is the input. Tell me about yourself coming from Telegram. And from AI agent, this is the output. It is connected to ChatGPT, and from ChatGPT, this output is coming from ChatGPT, an AI language model, and so on. But we can't see it on our bot because we haven't connected Telegram here. For that, we'll have to connect Telegram. Before we do that, let's also add some memory. So memory is like uh, we connected, we add like simple memory, stores in N8N memory. So you don't need any credentials for it. You again define below. Or maybe we can just connect to chat trigger node. Okay. And we can remember the past 10 messages, right? We can check the past 10 messages. So this way, whatever conversation we are having in the bot, it will remember the past 10 messages so that it has some context. Right? And now let's connect it to the output, where the output will go. It's again, this thing we need Telegram. Now in Telegram, what do we want to do? We want to send a message. We'll come down. We want to send a text message. The same output that we're getting from the agent will connect to Telegram. So this is our connection, pivot PA, the source is message, send message, chat ID. Now what is chat ID? So this bot can be public. I can share it with like 100 people. Now everybody will use this bot, but everybody will see only their own messages here. So if Shantanu is messaging this bot, I won't see his messages. I will see only my messages, all the messages that I have given here. So because we are using different chat IDs, right? So simply when the message is going to the agent, it knows who's messaging it, whether Ankit is messaging or Shantanu is messaging or somebody else is messaging. So we need to give it chat ID, like from whom this message is coming. So it's coming from Ankit Jaiswal, and this is the chat ID. So we will give it a chat ID, right? And what is the text? What do we need to send? We need to send this AI agents output, right? We need to send this. Clear till now? I'll explain here. We connected an output, Telegram, send a message. We opened it. Uh, this is the connection. This source is message. We want to send a message. Chat ID is this, so that it knows who's sending a message. And the text that we want to send is this, the output from the AI agent. Right. Now let's save it. Now, if we ask it something, it will send a reply. Again, let me ask the same question. Tell me about yourself. As you can see, oh, we'll need to test workflow. We'll need to put it manually. Simple node memory. There's an error, right? Just a second. Maybe we want to define below. What is key expression? Let me check what I added here. Define below Telegram trigger message chat. All right. So why is it not appearing here? Let's disconnect it first. So you want to test it again and again. You don't want to go back on Telegram after everything. You can just pin it. So we are testing it. Now let's run it. Yeah, it has given us the answer that I'm ChatGPT, an AI language model, right? But I want to check why this memory wasn't working. Well, let's connect it here. And yeah, now it's appearing here. So the key will be this. This one, right? Now let's save it. Let's run it again. So we already have that pinned, our message is pinned. So we don't need to go to here again. We can just test workflow again. And yeah, now again, we have got this answer. Of course, I'm ChatGPT, and so you got it twice, right? So clear till now? So we have Telegram input. We have AI agent, which is connected to ChatGPT and memory, and we have connected it to output, which is a Telegram sender message. We can ask any more questions. How's the weather today in India? Maybe it's ChatGPT. So we'll test workflow. So the ChatGPT will answer. I'm a ChatGPT and AI developer. And I'm here to assist you with answering question. Have a personal experience. My responses are based on vast. So as ChatGPT says that it's not connected to internet, so its experience are designed till June 2024. So it's constant. Now there's one more thing. So after every message is saying this message was sent automatically with NADN. We don't want this. So what we'll do is we'll go here in AI agent, go to add options. So in add options, if you want to add any system message, any specific instruction that agent should do, it can add here. Or is it in Telegram? Yes, append. So in Telegram, you go to append init and attribution and disable it. Now, if you ask anything like who won Cricket World Cup 2011. Just workflow. And but I've been trained on large set size and more up to my main purpose is stew. I can what's because we have pinned this. That's why it's telling us tell me about yourself. We need to unpin it. Sorry about that. So it's giving strange answer because it's always answering this question. We had pinned it earlier. So I'm unpinning it. And also if we don't want to test workflow again and again, we can just make it active here. From inactive, we can do active. Now we can just be here and ask it any question. We'll ask it again. Copy and paste. India won the Cricket World Cup, right? Let's ask anything. What else can you, let's ask a specific question like who won Cricket World Cup again, like 2023? Yeah, we don't need to manually test it, right? It says Australia. Who won the FIFA World Cup 2022?
Why don't you do
Argentina.
why don't you experiment, Ankit? Why don't you ask what is
Yeah.
Pivot 0x Hub Masterclass?
Okay. What is pivot? So
0x.
its knowledge is till 2024. Will it
That's all
know
right.
that?
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
0x master
0x Hub.
class.
0x
0x
Hub.
hub.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Oh, okay. It's given a long answer. Pivot 0x hub for master peer education initiative or training program. Pivot 0x hub. Blockchain Web3. Oh, it knows. It has given a very detailed answer.
That's interesting.
Who was
Thank
it
you very
for?
much.
Right? So yeah, this is now a personal assistant, but right now it is just as good as ChatGPT because it is connected to ChatGPT and Telegram is the source of input and output. We can give a message here and it will reply to us. So right now it's equivalent of ChatGPT, but it cannot do anything. But this is not an agent. In agent actually does something for us, right? So let's add some tools here. So as you can see here, AI agent has three inputs, like three things which it is attached to. There is chat model. We can use chat GPT or Claude or something. It is memory so that it remembers the previous 10 messages or 20 messages, you can decide. Then tool, we can add it to our Gmail, calendar, and so on. So let's connect it. Let's Gmail. This is the Gmail tool. So I'm connecting it to my personal account. You can just go and create your own credential, connect it to email. And I want to send a message. So here, whom to send message? First of all, subject, like what is the subject? We can let AI decide. So AI will decide what is the subject, what will be the message, the body of the email. Then again, AI will decide. And whom to send the message, again, AI can decide. We can just, but for this example, I'll just write this email, my professional email. So it will send a mail from a personal email, which is connected to professional email. But we can also tell AI to decide. So for example, I can say that please send Shantanu an email and it will look at into my contacts, pick up Shantanu's name and send him the email, right? And we can also train it, the agent. Let me show again here in the AI agent. In the add option in the system message, I can mention the like whom to contact when. If I say Shantanu, this particular email ID, maybe Shantanu has 10 email IDs. So I want this particular email ID whenever I say Shantanu. If I say, Rahul, this is the email ID. If I say Rohit, this is the email ID and so on. So I can give the system prompt but anyway, even if I don't give it, so AI will look into my contact list into my Gmail and it will pick up the right email ID. But here for convenience, I'm hard coding my email ID, and email type is HTML because that way it will correctly format it. and subject and message will be defined automatically, right? So now this AI is connected to our email. So if I come here and please send Ankit an email that I won't be able to attend the call on Tuesday, right? I will just send, and it is certainly here's a draft email. Uh, yes, it's good. So it's first as a graph. Yes, looks good. Thank you. Is it connected? Let me see. Uh, Send, fine. Let me see if I've received an email. Not yet. Okay, there's something why it's not sending an email, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe we can give a system prompt. Use the Gmail tool if asked to send a mail, right? See this and let me, okay, because maybe we have given it a wrong spelling, so it's confusing between Thursday and Tuesday. So I'll give it Tuesday now. Has been sent, right? So if we see the email, yes, unable to attend the call on Tuesday. Hi, Ankit, I won't be, I will let you know that I'll be unable to call on Tuesday. Please let me know if there's anything important. Thanks for understanding. Again, we want to remove this. Email was sent automatically. So we'll go to this Gmail, we'll go to add options, append any attribution, and we will disable it. Right. So now we can ask it any question using ChatGPT, and we can also ask it to send a mail to someone, to our contacts. Now, if I want to check my calendar, so I need to add another tool here. I'll search calendar here. Then yes. So start time, I want AI to decide because I will tell in the prompt that on Tuesday, 4 p.m. fix a meeting for 1 hour. So AI will decide the start time and end time. So it is connected to my personal account. Event, we want to create. Calendar, if we have like multiple calendar associated with an account, you can choose one. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Now we'll just rename it that view calendar, because we will also another create for like creating an event. And this will rename it to send email. We should always name our tools to what they're exactly doing to avoid any confusion later. Now let me ask. So right now I'm typing everything because we haven't connected it to the this thing, to another thing which gets the voice file and transcribes it and turns it into a message. We will do it later. So right now I'm typing it personally here, but what's the point of creating agent? You have to type something. We can better open email and type it. So we will connect it to a voice system. But even if you don't have, even if you want to type, so I use a tool called Whisper Flow. Whisper Flow. So for that, if you have downloaded, you can just press a function button if you have a Mac or some other, maybe I think command, but a control button if you have a window, and you can speak whatever you want to type. So I'll just type via speaking. Can you check if I have any meeting booked on 28th of April? So you can see whatever I spoke, it has typed here, right? So that is Whisper Flow tool. You can download it. And but later we'll see that, we can just press the microphone button here and we can speak directly to Telegram. calendar meeting schedules. Okay. Uh, we need to add it to the system prompt. If asked about meetings, check the view calendar tool. Here, that's why it's giving strange answers. We don't want to create, we want to get the meetings, right? Because here we are not using this tool to create an event for us. We want to get the event. So when I'm asking it like, can it get me the events? It's booking for the entire day. So I'll just delete it. So there's a benefit of creating it real time. You can understand what kind of errors we get while creating it. And these are the common errors. So now I've resolved it. Now let's ask it. Sorry, Telegram. Again, the same question. Yes, you have a meeting booked on this. Meeting title, meeting 1, time 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. We can see here, meeting 1, 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. This is like I have created manually for just for, testing it, but yeah, it has picked it up correctly. And by the way, in this AI agent, the system prompt, this is not necessary, by the way. We added because we had made some errors earlier. But even if we don't add this prompt, it will directly pick when to choose the send email, when to choose the view calendar tool, and so on. Right? Now, we also want to create a meeting. Right? So we'll add another tool, again, calendar. But this time we will keep it create. We don't want to use get many. We want to actually create this thing, and we'll let AI decide, and time also AI decide, right? So we will rename it create event. Okay, from the calendar, this you need to select the calendar if you have multiple, right? Now it has access to our email. It can view our calendar and it will also create events. So let's try. Can you book a 1 hour slot for me on 29th of April, 12 p.m.? So I'm again using Whisperflow to write this. And yes, you're available on the 20th of April. Would you like me to schedule a specific meeting or should I just block the time for you? Just block the time. I need a specific date. Okay, let me check. Everything is fine. Let's write it again. Also write like 2025. We can like add all these things in system instructions to be more specific. You're available. Would you like me to create a meeting? Yes. What's wrong?
Can you save it once? I think you may not have saved it.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Let me copy this again. Ivana has been booked. Cool. So it seems like in every step we made one mistake, but then we corrected it. This time we forgot to save it. So you can check. Yes. So 29th April, 12 p.m. This is corrected. I mean, this meeting has been created. So now we can see that we have an agent which takes an input from Telegram. It is connected to ChatGPT to make its decisions. It has a memory to have the context, and it is connected to 3 tools. It can send email for us. It can view our calendar, check our availability, and it can create and book slots for us in our calendar. And once done, it will reply to us in the Telegram itself with a Telegram bot. So this is now an agent. If we look at the definition of the agent that we discussed earlier, 5 criteria. So it is generative using ChatGPT. It can, take decisions It can create email subjects and body line and so on. It can execute actions. Yes, it can send messages for us, mails for us. It can book calendar for us. Can do multiple tasks. Yes, we can connect to as many tools we want. We can connect it to LinkedIn, Twitter, any other website to book something, book a restaurant, something. We can add anything. It can take decision. So here it can take, like, if I give it a prompt, it can take a decision whether to use the send email tool, whether to use the create an event tool, whether to use the view event tool. And it can communicate to and fro. Like we saw that it was communicating it with us to and fro, like, are you available? I can see this is free. Should I book it? And so on. So you can connect to and fro if it has any doubts. And if we had not created those mistakes, it wasn't even necessary. It would have done it in the first shot itself. So this is how it works. The second thing is how to create this thing from the file, so that even if we speak, we get this thing, we get the answer. So I think the time is less. So rather than creating from scratch, I'll just show it from here how I've done it. So you can see right now between AI agent and the trigger, these are directly connected. But if we want to include voice, we need to add certain extra modules. Now, what is it doing? I'll tell you. So this is a switch module. Switch means it just checks whether the message coming from Telegram trigger, whether it's a voice or a text. So that is switch. If you're into coding, you must have learned about switch case, right? A switch one, then do this, switch two, then do this. Similarly, it is doing a switch is voice, it will go this path. If switch is text, it is go to this path. So if we are sending it a message, it will go this path. If we're sending it a voice, it will go this path. So how I've done it is using the switch module. The rule is that if it has a voice file ID, if it exists, this is string, like you can select from the string, because ID will be something, some text. So string is exists, yes, right? And if it will, the output will be voice. And if the message.text exists, the output will be text, right? And then if voice is there, we will use Telegram's get a file. So we can go here, Telegram get a file. We will use this. So it will get the voice file. It will get the ID. File ID will be shown here in the input data once you create it. And it will download it. Once it's downloaded, it will give it to OpenAI to transcribe it. So whatever I've told in my voice, it will transcribe into text. So this is again my account, resources audio, transcribe a recording, and the data, right? You just don't have to touch it, it will come as it is. And then you connect it to the AI agent. So whatever is going, it is going to AI agent. Now, what is this edit fields? So we saw that here in the AI agent, this is JSON message.txt. This thing comes from message.txt. But if once we get the message from OpenAI transcribing, it is not message.txt, it is text. And since both these are merging here, we want the name to be same. It should be text from both. So in this edit fields, we'll just manually do, like we'll choose, just a second. Yes. So we will choose message.txt, we will delete it and we'll write text here, so that both the outputs are same. And this AI agent, and this we will just write json.text instead of json.message.text. So we can, I can record it later and I can share with you the same thing. If you want this, you can text me and I can explain you how to do this. But this is a more simple version where we can just send a text and it will do whatever we want it to do. So this is these are two versions. I will share both these blueprints with you. Once you get the blueprint, maybe you can just import this file, and this will appear in your workflow. So you don't need to create it from scratch. You can just, I will give you a link. You can download that link, go to three dots here and import from file, and this will appear, and then you can make your changes. And this is the simpler version where we are using just text. So I will share both of these with you. So this was how we create agents. Maybe we can have more sessions later to discuss more complex versions and more details. But I think this will be the first step for first good step in order to understand how to use AI agents in N8N. If any questions, I would be happy to answer.
Yeah, Ankit, there's a question which has come from Lucky G. So if you see in the chat, he asks, when we say personal AI assistant, we
Yeah.
expect our AI to already know about us, our work,
Hmm.
and have knowledge of it. How can I
Yeah.
add data to this AI assistant?
So you can add whatever you want to add, anything about you. You can go to this agent in the system message. You can add anything you want. That this is what I do. This is what my daily routine is, and these are the tools I use. You can add tools like whatever tools you want here, and you can add as many details in the system prompt that when I'm writing LinkedIn message, it should be like this. These should be the kind of structure, and it will keep it into mind while creating the LinkedIn post for you if you've connected. And if there's anything new you want to add, you can give it to the prompt that currently I'm at so and so place. I want to look at the best restaurants and if you can make a booking for me. So you can give either a prompt or in the system message, you can already add it in advance. Got it?
Awesome. Yeah. So, guys, any
And
questions? Please feel free to ask.
I have a few questions in the personal DM, I guess. So Gopal is asked, is it used number of, okay. N8N is also available FOC in private. So what is FOC in private server? Gopal, if you're here.
Gopal, you can unmute yourself and
Okay,
ask the
free
question
of
directly.
cost. Okay, free of cost. Yes, it is free of cost. I mean, obviously you have to pay whatever the server charges. But yeah, it's free to use. If you have any doubts, you can just message me on LinkedIn. You can connect with me there and message me, and I'll be happy to answer your queries. Big thanks to the Pivot team. You are organizing this, especially for the community, giving them good knowledge about what's been going on. And thanks for organizing this.
Thank you,
Yes.
Ankit. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you again next time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.